Hello, and welcome back to Instant Raeplay with Lucky Time. Today, we're on Agion, and we're up against a Ulip, a Raylan, and a Ted. So Raylan and Ted have pretty good range. Ulip obviously gonna be very risky to snipe around, because he can just gaze me, instantly cancel me, and then combo into dinos. So I think I'm gonna possibly go with Iron Rifle at some point, but we'll play it by ear. I think I'll start out with one level of Rift damage, and probably gonna let Dizzy run around and do her thing, and I'll follow Ulip here, as he might be getting himself into trouble at some point. I think someone definitely needs to stay with him, because if Dizzy doesn't, here we go. Oh, and that was really unfortunate. We could have easily had Ted there. Doesn't look like we traded. And actually, Dizzy, very good awareness to farm our jungle, or at least it looked like she was farming it, because she knew that Blue team was going to go for it right away. So it looked like both of us, me and Ulip, were body blocking Ted there, but he was still able to sneak by somehow. Not sure how, but we'll be looking not to take as many risks like that in the future. Our turret's down below half, which is unfortunate. So we'll probably stay around the turret and try to make sure that it doesn't go down too early. Okay, nice trade there for, was it Ulip? Ulip died. Okay, so hopefully Ulip gets it together pretty soon. And, you know, I don't blame people for dying twice in the early game. Definitely not a sign of things to come, necessarily, so... Oh, I was really trying to make sure I hit Raylan there, but the minimap kind of messed me up. I'm not gonna make excuses or anything like that. Okay, Ulip's still kind of struggling, but what we can do is get piercing, at least, and then HC bomb. And that way, we can at least defend our turrets. So I do have enough money, lanes are pretty clear, as long as Raylan doesn't snipe me here. And I'm actually going to take the scenic route to get around to make sure of that. Okay, this miss everyone. So we'll just cover Ted here. Surprised everyone dropped down. I mean, I don't know where my team is going to go, so I can't guarantee that we'll be able to secure the kill. But if we keep just changing focus... Oh, actually great on Dizzy to... Man, okay, so... That was pretty bad positioning from me, but luckily Ulip traded, and hopefully he gets out. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So Ulip's struggling so far, but he is retaliating in whatever capacity he can. So we talked about HC bomb and then piercing, so we can defend these turrets a little better. So they had 3 droids there. Oh, and I don't know if I can combo with Raylan here. Interesting that Ted seems to be targeting me rather than anyone else. And he's continuing that pursuit, so... Maybe we can bait him into some tricky situations. He did opt for the double airstrike, which is supposed to do less damage, but for some reason it doesn't feel that way. Okay, and Dizzy gonna be farming the jungle still. She might be working up towards a build, and Ulip is just continuing to struggle here. Okay, I'm assuming the next one is gonna... Oh, actually, he's still continuing to aim. You can see he's very on point with tracking my movement, so I will sacrifice a little bit of health to make sure I take that solar from them. Ted going to make sure to try to get me. I'm gonna make sure to not let him. And since Raylan's down there, I can pretty confidently... I'm gonna keep quiet here, try to focus up. Hey, thankfully I was able to trade with Ted, which is good because we'll gain a little bit of levels that way. But let's see how everyone's doing here. I'm not sure what build this is. Hitting Buzzsaw. Okay, so he's going for a heal build, it looks like. Amplify on Wrench Smack. So maybe we... I'll get to one level of range just so I can hit people when they're low. So maybe we have to follow Yulip a little bit more. It looks like he might be expecting us to. So I'm going to try to hold on to this for a little bit. At least hold off these droids until ours show up. We don't necessarily need to reveal ourselves just yet. And the easiest person to kill is Raylan. As long as I can get out here, we're going to be completely fine. That was great job from my team to follow up on that. Look at that, we're back to almost full health. Okay, and beautiful job from Yulip to finish off Ted. I'm assuming another wave is going to come. Ooh, I just so happened to hit it at the nick of time. Ooh, and unfortunately stuck in there a little bit too long. Wasn't great for me, but I do have 200, so we could possibly get Hummingbird and push a little bit, as well as doing a little bit of body blocking for us. And that might cover a single shot or something from Ted if he's pursuing or something like that. You know, if Ted gets Tedris and then we drop Rift in front of ourselves, the Tedris might hit the droid instead of us and save our lives. It looks like Ken hit Yulip for one here. Tried to make her choose between a target, but it looks like she still got two of us despite that. So I guess all I'm doing here is defending. And there is a health pack down there, but it is kind of risky. Okay, I can just move past her. Yep, all I need to do is focus here and then teleport before someone shows up. They're definitely going to be coming for a vengeance. You could see that coming a mile away. And now I think I'm going to get utility items, because I haven't really been focusing on utility so far. So with this range, I'm going to try to... oh, I know why I hit that droid earlier. It's because I had the range. That makes a lot of sense. So, ooh, I felt someone there. Doesn't matter if she hits me here, as long as I can farm their jungle successfully. Okay, it looks like I did hit somebody. Wasn't sure if that's the right target, but looks like we're keeping them out so far. And if Raylan snipes here, we'll waste it for her. So we'll, get her to expend that snipe, and meanwhile push over here. So we'll wait for them to show up before we drop Rift, just to get max utility out of it, and then pierce through everyone to hit the turret at the same time. Okay, airstrike gonna be right where I'm existing. We know that for a fact, that Ted is following us religiously around the map. So I'm not going to reveal myself just yet. I'm going to wait for someone to show up here. And then try to... we're going to be 2-on-1-ing. We're going to be 3-on-1-ing. So actually I'm going to come back around. Raylan got the invis. So we'll make sure to try to not snipe in front of her. Yep, because she's going to drop a Rift on top of us and kill us if we do. And in the meantime, I think... Oh yes, Ted is down there. So it looks like... he was trying to go for the kill, but his airstrike doesn't do enough damage just yet, so they could be coming up from anywhere. I don't want to reveal myself or put myself in a bad position. Well, I'm not sure how I got that kill, but it looks like the Hummingbird finished... Oh, it wasn't even a kill. It was, I think it was a droid. It was a turret. Okay, I'm not really too worried about airstrike. More so, just clearing the wave, because I am going to teleport imminently, so I'll just let my team know, and we'll go for probably gun damage. I think brawling with Ted is going to be super important, so I'm going to want to invest in gun damage and then Lucky Cat after that. Okay, either one of them could die now. Okay, and I'm very appreciative of him to just run into that for me. He's doing red team a great service, so now it's just Raylan. We could probably push here. We'll start that pretty early until my team shows up. Ooh, we did get both of us, so that was a good snipe. Don't want to risk dying here for the turret. It's not going to be worth it, so I will just leave a droid and then teleport back again. And we won't focus on pushing, more so we'll focus on killing. So we want that Lucky Cat air freshener next. So it looks like he could use the jungle. Luckily, I was able to get that before he did. Okay, and then Ted gonna be very juicy over here as long as Ulip doesn't have a gaze, which he didn't. But Ted did get Tedrisville, so we did talk about Tedrisville being a dangerous option. Ooh, very good play from Ulip there. Finally starting to hit his stride, so now he's brought that KD back up. And you can see how effective he is at fighting them now. And the more damage we do, the easier it's going to be. So I don't foresee any problems. We might even call it a comeback at the end of this when all of this is said and done. So I'm just gonna try to platform correctly so I can get out and be available as soon as possible. Managed to hit Ulip there, even though I don't have range, so that's a pretty good sign. Someone could be up there, so I'm gonna wait for somebody to reveal themselves here. And if I get boosted by Raylan's snipe, that's gonna be okay, because it'll help me get away from Ted at least. So I'm going to wait for someone to possibly come over here. Okay, she used Rift, so I can pretty safely snipe. We'll drop a Rift down there, and then try to come around. None of them are really hurt, so it's not worth... Okay, but now he is, so he is going to try running away and utilizing his team to lure me into a trap, potentially. Won't use this HC bomb, but instead I'll just wait for the droid to die there so I can collect the solar. Okay, and Dizzy is distracting them, so while Raylan is sniping, I think I want to return that fire there. I do have to go around and defend because Ulip is bringing the heat. We'll leave that for Dizzy, unless she doesn't take it. But the nice thing about having Rift damage is that we can just drop it and then save the HC bomb for the human players. So here we go. If Ulip isn't around, we're gonna be okay. Okay, Ted gonna utilize... I do have more gun damage. And there we go. So he must have used that... he must have used that second airstrike before I showed up, so that's why he didn't have another one. But good awareness from Raylan to track me on the minimap. We'll buy our second level of Lucky Cat, and then probably health, because it would have helped me survive that encounter there. And so I think they've all died, but it wasn't a team wipe per se. It was more so just there was a little bit of lag between them dying. So I will get regen, although Wraithstone could have been more important, or even possibly Baby Curry Mammoth, but I'm just going to stick with what I know for now, and not do anything risky. So you can see they're anti-synergizing a little bit, where when Raylan... I did not hit her. When Raylan snipes me, she boosts me backwards out of the airstrike. But I would prefer, all things said and done, I would prefer to get hit by an airstrike, because it just does less damage. So if she snipes here again, I'll be ready with a rift. And she is smart, so she's sniping outside of where I can place it. Okay, did land both bombs, but she's going to have another snipe again, so we're going to want to retreat. You can see she has the range upgrade. She can hit all the way over there. And you can see, without focusing on pushing, and instead focusing on brawling, we can push them back enough to just get some holistic shots into the turret. She's not going to have Rift in the position to block me from getting shots in there. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And that is unfortunate, but I see a health pack down there, so I'm going to go down really quick and just block this area before they can get to it. Both of them are up there, so I'm going to utilize everything I have to farm the map before they have the opportunity. Okay, and just stay out of the airstrike. Ted doesn't really seem too good with the airstrike so far. It's not that hard to dodge it. Some Teds are really unnaturally good with it. They can just read your mind somehow. Okay, I was hoping to last hit that. Not gonna be lucky enough. But at least I can throw a rift up there and control some of the space before they get to it. So we're going to want to definitely exist in this location. Not necessarily do anything. Okay, so we'll just keep her trapped. Yep, I did last hit it successfully. Just keep her trapped while Dizzy comes over and around. And then steal that kill from myself. So now, I shouldn't have taken the invis because I'm pretty sure all of them were out. But we can start pushing here, and I'll even body block a little bit for the droid because I do have regen. Dizzy offering some support, thankfully. We don't necessarily need to take down one turret or the other, but I think bottom turret is more important than top turret, because it is harder to push, because it is, you know, the bottom lane where they can fall on top of your head, so it is technically harder. Okay, luckily got the snipe out before he gazed me, but I did have to go out far enough for him to, for the snipe to hit me to be able to pick up those, that shot from HC bomb. So, ooh, maybe I can trap her and rift here. I will shoot up at an angle because you can hit the droids and the people at the same time if you get it right. Okay, and did get two of them. Not going to be looking to go crazy here, but just to try to freak them out enough to get them to retreat. Now, when Raylan snipes here, we can possibly get a kill with our gun damage, and we'll want to dodge Ulip enough here. He does have a gaze, but I'm tricky enough. I do have boots, so I can run pretty fast, and then luckily Ted wasn't paying attention, so I think Ted's kind of letting us have this one a little bit. Ooh, and maybe... Ooh, very close. Maybe Dizzy has the speed to catch up with him. Looks like she gave it her best shot, but didn't quite work out. Okay, we can get one shot for 195. I'll take what I can get. And since this is low enough, I think I'll just continue shooting it, especially since I'm near the jungle here where I can heal for free. Okay, and just get that droid positioned correctly. Okay, I did see him jumping there, so I knew where to aim. And man, that bomb is a little bit difficult to see in the black background. I will bump my head so I can fall and then teleport here, because she could be falling with a snipe, just like that. Okay, so just tell my team to defend a little bit more, and then finally investing in some of that snipe damage. I don't think snipe damage is going to be the thing that gets us the win. I think brawling with gun damage is going to be. So now we have to kind of reevaluate. Top is going to probably meet in the center here somewhere. Okay, and we did get a turret because I guess they weren't paying attention to it. It's unfortunate that Ulip is following me, but I will try to lead them astray a little bit. Railing going to be here, but she can't really stop me. She can body block, but so far she hasn't really proven that that capable of doing so. And also we got a Dizzy here, so I think she's kind of frantic in that she doesn't want to get caught out by Dizzy. And Raelin is very thin character, so even if you drop a Rift here above the bouncer, she can squeeze past it without being under its influence. And I will drop a Rift here in case any of them try to body block themselves. Oh, and with this little sliver of health, I need to make my escape real quick and smooth like. So I anticipate a droid or a creep being over there. So we can get back to relatively good health and then regen the rest up. I think while my team's down there distracting, I think I'll actually just go and take this turret down pretty low if I can, because it is important to bring it low. I will survive this, and luckily Dizzy had the tools to finish that Raelin off from possibly, I wasn't, you know, too keen, but I think possibly even from max health. Okay, so we know Ted is going to be falling here, so we'll just maintain this position. He could even be trying to circle to Dizzy, so I will actually run forward and offer some support. But in fact, I think the better play is to shoot that turret a little bit more, because the more we chip it down, the easier it's going to be to kamikaze into it later, and then we'll finally just take it out relatively risk-free. So Ulip kind of looking a little out there for the moment, but he did have the recognition to go back just in time. So I'm just keeping my eyes peeled. Anyone could come out from any moment. Okay, Dizzy's back now. That's all we really needed. So I will get sniped here, but that's fine. We can definitely finish them off, and then if Raelin runs this way, he might be able to take her out, but that's fine. Both our back turrets are low, so we really just need to push, or both our back turrets are healthy, I meant to say. So we really can just trade back turrets for base and win outright, so we don't need to even worry. I will just offer a rift, and then hopefully she can't reach me here, but even if she does, I should have regened enough health to survive it. So again, don't need to stay in there and like commit or anything, but the more damage I do, you see, if you come back to the same project, like if you think about cutting down a tree, it's gonna take a long time, like 100-year-old tree, but if you invest a little bit of time into it every single day and you're consistent about it, that tree eventually is gonna go down, and people are gonna wonder how you did it all by yourself. So here we go. I can pretty confidently just backdoor here. She felt me rub up against her, so she's going to be running back to her base now, but it's not going to be fast enough. We're going to be able to last shot that base. And there you go. Just for you, Ulip. You earned it, buddy. So that was a pretty exciting game. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I will see you next time.